Fighters are teaming up all the time in Dragon Ball Z. Now players can team up in the real world too.
The ARG Circuit Series is proud to present Team Wars.
ARG will track your 6-person team's progress throughout the entire Dragon Ball Series circuit event. They'll tally the scores for each team through the finals. Teams earn points for every win. Each team accumulates points for their team every round. A win nets you 3 points, a draw 1 point, no points for a loss. The 2 highest scoring teams will face off on ARG's Twitch channel after the Circuit Series main event live.
Each team can have a maximum of 6 players, and each player must wear a matching shirt or jersey. For a full list of rules and prizes, go to argcircuitseries.com and look for Team Wars under the Dragon Ball Super category. A Saiyan has no limits. Do you? Prove to the world that your team is the best by participating at the ARG Circuit Series Team Wars.
Hey guys, what is up? Hey guys, what is up? The Hill Twins get with another special deck profile. Today we ran into Galactic Emperor Ultra Instinct deck, and it was pretty dope. I played with it also. It was pretty dope, so I wanted to do a profile, give you guys a footnote. We've been seeing a lot of these running around, but I wanted to give the profile for you guys specifically. So without further ado, he's going to get right into the deck profile.
All right. So leader, we're going Galactic Emperor Frieza. Really good. You can awaken side, you untap. Non-awakened, you untap 1. Awakened, you can untap 2 of your battle cards at the end of the turn. Really good for getting your Kais. It basically means that you're going to guarantee energy every turn. You can tap yourself out and still have energy left. It allows you to attack with cards you normally wouldn't attack with, and just be able to have
them being safe.
And they're safe, yeah. It's also great for no openings. So yeah, blue cards. 4 West Supreme Kai. This is better in theory than it is in practice, but it's still really good. Just being able to bring it out, turn 2 or 3, and then you have another energy. You can use it and then immediately get it back at the end of the turn, so you pretty much always want to use it before you use any of your actual mana. Yeah, and it just gets you to the Ultra Instinct faster. For the Goku stuff, 4 Kind Saiyan, 4 of Preacher. This card is so good. Yeah. So you should gash into this thing, and you can untap 2 when it comes out. It's got barrier. You can just swing with it and untap it, which is how you can control the board a lot of the time, is just with swinging with this card.
It's just free. It's like implementing that free Sensu being that Mecha Frieza used to be.
Exactly. And for most of the time, you're finishing games turn 3, and for that to happen, this is like a big part of it. Yeah, you like swing with Frieza into their leader to put them to 3, and Shigesh into this, and then you untap 2, and immediately go into your big guy. So he's the stepping stone to your big guy. He can self-awaken you if you really need to. And just having a double strike that can sometimes be crit is really helpful.
Yep.
And then there's your big boy.
Main master of the deck. Put that SPR first, yeah.
Oh, where is he? There he is. So basically, if they're at 3 life, you win. You bring this guy out. It's 2 mana, which is ridiculous. They can't combo when you swing, so they have to have a negate. And if they do, you play Bad Ring. So pretty much, if you have the bad ring, you win. It's gonna be game, and that's it. Just this engine applies so much offensive pressure, and especially with your starter cards being searchable by Planet Vegeta if you need to. Everything being a Saiyan target for like Shigesh or anything like that, it just synergizes like really well.
Yep.
And then the only other blue card I play are 3 Sensu Beans.
Curious now, why 3 Sensu Beans?
I honestly don't like 4 Sensu Bean. I think it clogs a lot. I originally just like cut it to 2, but I just found I wasn't seeing it enough. I think 3 is the perfect number for this specific card, because unlike the other extra cards you play, it can be used offensively and defensively. So you want to see it sometimes, but not all the time. No,
I get it. Yeah. I get it. I think Sensu Bean is an offense and defensive card, but yeah.
I really wouldn't play 4 of it, and I think it's kind of mandatory in this deck since you really need to untap if you're going for game with the Ultra Instincts.
No worries.
The only yellow battle cards we play are the No Openings to Awaken Yourself, the Shigesh, and then the Explosive Spirit Son Goku. Yellow battle cards never really come up, so you always want to play just combo type stuff, more defense, and then obviously Shigesh, you can Shigesh into your what's it called, preface, and then you can sometimes Shigesh into where is it? You can sometimes Shigesh into Kind Saiyan, which is not a good thing, but there are many times where you really need more field presence and more cards on the field. I did it once because I needed defense from an attack, and I just Shigeshed into this, which gave me another free card, and then and the card it gave me was the Ultra Instinct, and I was able to go off. You never really want to do that. Your main two targets are these two cards for defense and for offense, but yeah. Just really good. And then you're playing a lot of yellow, so you can play Planet Vegeta to search for this, or search for your no openings if you're at 5 life, or search for pretty much anything in this deck. Most of the time you're searching for Shigesh. I mean, it's just like the best target, but it's always good. 3 Flying Nimbus, 3 Cold Bloodlust, because you can, honestly. I'm playing 2 Crusher Ball, specifically because I knew there would be a lot of Mass Saiyan at this locals. I know at least two people who play Mass Saiyan, and this card just like beats them. So that was the logic behind it. I'd probably just side it otherwise, but this card's just so good against Mass Saiyan. 3 Bad Ring. I've seen versions of this deck playing 4. I think honestly that's just ridiculous. You have so much draw power and so much like deck thinning that you're pretty much always going to see this card. Especially, and you don't want to have multiples. You just want to have the one for when you go in for game. So yeah, that's the reasoning behind that. And then the only black card I played is the Trunks. This is probably the best black. This is one of my favorite black cards in the game, and it's probably the best for this specific deck. Just for getting back your Shigeshes. And yeah, you can get back your 5-drop Goku, which honestly comes up a lot. This card is really fickle because there's a lot of times where you're like, okay, I need to charge this because it's not great in your hand, but you also need one for the combo. So it's always good to have, like, if you have one in your drop area, it's always good to just grab it back. But yeah, that was the deck.
Alright guys, so that's the deck. And yeah, happy testing. Like always guys, you can like the video. If you got any additions to the cards which you would change or play, just leave it in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you're not a part of the Hill Friend team. And like always guys, stay super.
I blow a bag today. I don't do nothing for games. I blow the bag today. Walk in the mall and go crazy. I blow a bag today. I buy the whip on the baby. I blow a bag.